So, yesterday and today, I got to participate in a 24-hour hackathon, and as you might expect, I am pretty tired. Now, I didn't stay up the entire 24 hours, I did take a small nap during that time frame, but I did not get as much sleep as I normally do, and on top of that, I have a lot of events happening this weekend, but there's still so much to talk about, so I didn't want to just put off a video any longer than I needed to. I had some time to record tonight, but because I am low on time and also low on energy, I'm going to be doing this a little bit differently from normal. I've got a browser window up here with a bunch of stuff in it. So we're going to kind of just go through this together, look at a variety of pieces of news and information that has been both revealed by Bandai and, well, not very well revealed by Bandai. So we'll get to that. Let's start with the Vital Bracelet side of things. I guess I should also say this video is going to be about Vital Bracelets. Did you know that? Probably. That's what most of the news has been about as of late. So yes, we are talking about Vital Bracelets. And we're going to start with the Vital Bracelet BE. Now, if you need a reminder, there are two major Vital Bracelet releases coming out soon. The Vital Bracelet BE and the Vital Hero. Key difference you need to keep in mind. Vital Bracelet BE is a Japanese release. The Vital Hero is the first localized release of the Vital Bracelet series being released in the United States. So that may make you think, well, I should probably pick up the one that's closer to me, right? If you're in the United States, well, hold off. If you're watching this video, Vital Bracelet B is going to be the one that you're going to want more than the Vital Hero. The Vital Hero is more for people who don't know about importing or don't want to bother with importing, but if you're here, you probably would be willing to bother with it, and you should get the Vital Bracelet B over the Vital Hero if you want the most quality product. If you want just the simplest to get, though, then yeah, sure, get the Vital Hero, but otherwise, if you want the best thing there is, that's the Vital Bracelet B. That's what we're looking at right here. Now you may be saying, but wait, hold on. I thought that was the Digivice V, or Dual V, as it is apparently pronounced. The Digivice Dual V. And yes, that is in fact the Digivice V, or Dual. I'm only saying V. I'm not going to say both things each time. We're calling it the Digivice V, setting it here and now. So yes, they are the same device. That's something to keep in mind, is that the Vital Bracelet B is going to have a variety of variations, and the Digivice V is one of those. It is just in a pretty red color that I'm assuming is going to show up in the Ghost Game anime in the coming months. I would probably put money on that. It's going to happen. So this magazine scan we're looking at here, we have this courtesy of With the Will, of course, showed it up on their website. And it talks about a few things. You see the DIMMs on the left we already talked about. There's the picture of the Digivice V that we've already seen, but there's also some points on here. And they do reveal a couple of pieces of interesting information. First of which is that the adventure mode apparently will let you unlock Digimon as you go through it. And now that was already true in the original Vital Bracelet for Area 15. Exclusively, you can unlock an evolution by clearing Area 15. It sounds more like this will continue to unlock Digimon as you go through adventure mode, even without completing it all the way. So different areas will probably unlock specific evolutions, just like the Digital Monster X works. So that's exciting. Always happy to see more options come as you clear more areas. That was one of my favorite things about the Digital Monster X, and it gives you more to work towards in the Vital Bracelet, which is also something I really want. I want to have this be a more interactive experience, and that's a good way of introducing more interesting mechanics into the device. So the second thing is that they mention that you can have 4 Digimon stored on the device, and I'm a little confused on this, and I think I might be the only one, because most people are like, okay, duh, you can have a Digimon that you're raising and then 4 in backup. But I'm not entirely convinced of that, and I'm thinking that this could very well mean that there's 1 Digimon being raised and 4 in backup. But that's, again, I might just be looking too far into the specific wording they use. And yeah, and I also don't know Japanese, so I probably shouldn't look too far into the wording, but either way, the consensus is that there will be at least 4 Digimon able to be on the device at once. And that should also go for the anime crossovers as well. So if you get My Hero Academia or the Demon Slayer BE memory DIMMs, or I guess they're not called DIMMs over there, they're just called BE memories. If you get those, then you should be able to store 4 of those characters on the device as well. And there's no reason to believe that you couldn't store, like, you know, Gamamon up front and then Deku in a backup slot. I would imagine you can just kind of swap between them however you want, which would be pretty neat to have a variety of franchises all represented at the same time on the same device. So either way, more backup options is always fun. No idea how that's going to work for Jogress. It may be that they just use the first slot and nothing else for Jogressing, but yeah, we'll just have to wait and see on that. So you'll also see on this magazine scan, there's a little question mark on the lower left. I believe that's talking about the 25th anniversary release, and that you see a little Agumon thing up on the top right there too. So that's going to be relevant here in a second, because if I go to the next page of information, we have a Monmon memo. Now this was also information that was revealed in Famitsu, and this is something we were teased back at, what was the event? It wasn't an event, it was just, it was teased the other day. So we have the Vital Bracelet B Digital Monster 25th Anniversary Set. We see 2 devices modeled after the original brown and gray colors of the Digital Monster Virtual Pet, and a lot of people are not thrilled with the design. I don't know, I don't find it that offensive myself. It looks exactly like what I thought it would look like, to be honest with you. So yeah, whatever. But you'll notice that there's a little Agumon on the screen there in the traditional dot art variety. So I would expect that the entire BE memory that they use for this device will have all of the Digimon rendered that way in little dot art, which is something that we kind of guessed could be one of the options that they would go with, and I'm fine with that. That's neat. We also have the traditional background in the back there, which is always welcome to see. It's a very nostalgic little background. I say always welcome, but we see it too much on the Digital Monster version 20th, so maybe it's not always welcome, but either way, that's the 25th anniversary set. So the good news is the BE memory will also be released separately. So if you don't like the look of these devices and want to go with another Vital Bracelet B, you can. Again, these are all the same device. They don't have additional features over one another, or at least they haven't said they do. They've been they've been pretty clear about it, just all being different colors so far. So you can expect to just pick up any Vital Bracelet B device and throw in any B memory and be good to go. So if you want to have the clear, the clear black one, one of the ones they showed off originally, if you want that one and you want to throw the 25th anniversary B memory in it, you will be able to do so, which is nice. So I probably will pick up the gray one at least. Like I said, I'm not too offended by these. They look fine. They also have a pre-order date, which this is the first time we've seen a pre-order date for the Vital Bracelet B. So it's going to be available for pre-order on July 29th. So we can expect some time before we see these devices actually release. We often see like a 3-month period between pre-orders and release, or at least a 3-month period, I should say. It could be longer than that. So we're looking towards the end of the year for these devices to actually come out. As for when other Vital Bracelet B models will be available for pre-order, we don't know. They didn't say anything about that. They're only talking about these devices right here. So just the 25th anniversary devices, and you know, that's all well and good, but the thing is there's a few more things with this 25th anniversary that have been revealed. So if I scroll down slightly here, well, I guess I should mention this first, is they're going to be having more information come out that same day during Digimon Fest. Is it just Fest without the T? It's oh no, it's DigiFest right there. What is DigiFez? Whatever, I don't care. A Digimon conference where they talk about a lot of things and have us watch a bunch of videos about other things and make us watch 4 hours of people playing card games wrong. But that's neither here nor there. There should be new information coming out on that day. You can expect them to talk about the Vital Bracelet B and other things related to Digimon franchise, so make sure to put that on your calendar. July 29th to the 31st, the day before Odaiba Day, of course. Alright, so let's scroll on down here. Oh, I guess that's a different thing. They're saying the 25th anniversary celebration will be the day before Digimon Fest. Wouldn't that just be part of DigiFest? Whatever. Done with that. Alright, so the next thing is that we have the silhouette of release. Why does it just say the silhouette of release? Alright, click on this. Will it take me there? Ugh, it's loading. It's taking so long to load. Alright, so does this have the silhouette of release on Digimon Partners? You made me go all the way to this website. There's nothing on here. Ugh, okay, so I have to grab the dang pictures because there's a couple other things. I thought the pictures were on here. I'm sorry. I did my best. I have some regrets. Let me just click this button, and then this button, and then this button, and then this button, and then I'm going to take this out of full screen mode, and it's going to look weird for a second, but that's okay. Look at all these tabs that we're going to be getting in here. I can't move items over that way. Here comes spoilers. I hope you're all excited for this. This is a good idea that I am doing right now. So, spoiler, back to full screen. Here we go. So this is a silhouette. Was it really not on the Monmon memo page? I could have sworn it was. Either way, it's a brick. That's about all there is to say about it. So in the Famitsu article, they mentioned that it would be a replica of the original digital monster, and what they mean specifically by that, I don't know for sure. I guess that could mean a lot of different things. It could be as simple as literally them re-releasing the original digital monster, but I don't think they would. I doubt they have the original stuff for that laying around. They'd have to recreate it. If they had to recreate it, that would probably mean they'd take the digital monster version 20th and then just parse that down, but that sounds dumb. So I would just say, are they releasing the digital monster version 20th again? And if not, if they're doing a light version of it, does anyone want that? Because I don't know, I can't imagine why you would want such a thing. I know a lot of people want the version revival because it's got slightly better features, but it's still no reason to really buy something over the very cheap English versions that are available almost entirely all over the world in some way or the other now. Some places harder than others, but for the most part you can get them relatively cheap compared to the Japanese models. So yeah, I don't know what to expect of this yet, other than, again, it looks like a brick. If I should believe that the silhouette is intended to be what the product will be, then great. I hope they surprise me in some way, because if it's just the same version 1 digital monster released in a different way, then that's we already have that. So I don't know, I'm not too thrilled about that just yet. I'm glad they're at least still throwing something to VPET fans, but if they want me to pay 4,000 yen for something that will just have the version 1 egg on it, no thanks, I'm good. But yeah, we'll have to see what that is. Now the next one though actually is a bit exciting, even though it's not something I truly care about. We have the picture of the D-scanner, of course, here from Digimon Frontier, and this was something that was passed over in the version 15th run. So we had the Digivice, the D3, and the D-Arc all released with version 15, or version 15th versions. That's an awful thing to say. But the D-scanner did not, and then the other devices kept getting some other stuff like CSA devices and the Digivice version complete. But finally, here we are, and it sounds like they're actually doing an LCD game release of the D-scanner in this day and age for the 20th anniversary of Frontier, which is honestly exciting. Like, again, I don't much care for Frontier, but I'm glad they're finally actually doing something with this, because it was kind of a bummer to see it passed over. Now, I will say that the D-scanner originally released with the Digimon Pendulum Progress, and that's not happening. We're not getting a version 20th of the Digimon Pendulum Progress, unfortunately. I don't want to raise anyone's hope. There's like some small part of me who's like, maybe they'll announce it when it's closer to the time, but no, they're not going to. They're not going to do that. As cool as that would be, they're definitely not going to do that. But either way, it's neat to see. I'm happy to see the Frontier fans getting thrown a bone there, even though there shouldn't be any Frontier fans. Moving on. So yeah, that was the Mon memo. 2022 will be the year of Digimon, which honestly, I'm glad they're saying that, because it got off to a rocky start when Digimon Con barely had anything going for it in February. That was kind of a letdown, but this has been better. You know, we have Survive coming out next month. We have these new devices to look forward to. A lot of good stuff. So we're gonna switch gears, because that was all the Japanese stuff coming out, right? So this is stuff that's coming out in the future. You can import it from a variety of places. You can use proxies, you can use import stores. You'll be able to get it at some point in the future. We don't know when yet. Just keep in mind, we don't know when yet, and we don't know how much everything is going to cost either. We don't know how much the Vital Bracelet B will cost, or any of these other devices we've looked at so far. But the next device, we do know when it's coming out, and we do know how much it costs, and it's not released in Japan, it's released in the United States, and that is the Vital Hero Digimon. So this is where things get confusing. So this was revealed recently, and I posted a previous video about this, quick little addendum video, that this was based on the Digivice V. And the Digivice V has a number of improvements over the original Vital Bracelet, and that is what we expected. That is what I reported on, because that is what Bandai said. However, we now have basically no idea what this thing actually is, whether it's original Vital Bracelet, the Digivice V, or a mixture of them, and it's just wildly confusing. So I'll start with just telling you that yes, this device is still up for pre-order. We have 2 different versions on Amazon. I've already told you that, being released July 21st. You already knew that. When I did the last video, of course, though, we didn't know about the red version right here, which is a Walmart exclusive. So enjoy that, having to go to Walmart to get one of these. So yeah, this one will have the dinosaur roar. Do they have a picture of it? Yeah, there we go. This will have the dinosaur roar dim in it, featuring Greymon and Blue Greymon. And yeah, it's red. I don't think I need to spend any more time on that. It's not for sale just yet, not even in Schenectady, wherever the heck that is. So you can't, they don't really have a pre-order option. You'll just have to wait for it to come out. And when it comes out, when they have stock in, you can buy it if you like the red one and want Dinosaur Roar. So there you go. But here's the thing is that Bandai has been giving answers on Amazon that are rather confusing. So there's only 18 of these. We're going to just go through these real quick and just confirm or debunk whether or not these answers make any sense. So will this can be compatible with upcoming Espeon Ryudomon version 3 DIMs? Yes, that is correct. Did they improve the clasp on these? It is the same clasp. Makes sense. Are the Ultraman and Kamen Rider VBM cards usable? Yes. Caveat there is that they always say with those DIMs that things may not work 100% properly, and that is true. You won't be able to transfer them to the app for the Vital Bracelet characters. Maybe they've changed that for this. I can't imagine that they would have, since this is being released in a region where we probably won't even get the Ultraman or Kamen Rider VBM cards. So you can use them, just don't expect full functionality out of them. The basic evolutions and sprites, though, should all come over just fine. Will this be compatible with the app? Yes. Same VB Lab app as Vital Bracelet. Yes, that's right. Vitamax dimensions. Max diameter for wristband is around 2.25 inches, and I don't know how big that is, but do I have measuring tape? Yes, I actually do. I have a measuring tape with me. So let's just go ahead and I'm going to measure the circumference of the Digivice V right now. So let's see what we got. So they say it's 2.25 inches. So, what? 0.25 inches. Hold on. What the crap are they talking about? Okay, so diameter. Yeah, okay, so that's my problem, is I was looking at circumference, and they're talking diameter. Okay. So, measuring my wrist is just about 2.5 inches. So, considering the Vital Bracelet V was a snug fit on me. No, did I say Vital Bracelet V? I meant Digivice. Yeah, it's about 2.5 inches here too. So, if that's accurate, then the band size doesn't really look to be increased unless their measurements are off. Oh, they said 2.25 inches. It's even shorter than I was clocking in at. Their measurements might be off. I'm not going to really put a for sure answer on that just yet. I would rather wait and see when it comes out exactly how big it feels on a wrist. So for now, I'm just going to kind of ignore that one and move on. So, oh, I've got a thing on the screen. No, I don't. Okay, good, gone. All right, anyway. So next up, if you buy previous DIM cards, will it work? Yes, they work fine. Which is funny because the other ones all have a disclaimer like it'll work, but not really well. You should buy the English ones, but this guy doesn't have any pretenses. So great. This is going to be based on the original Vital Bracelet or the newer version. Vital Hero is the newer version of the Vital Bracelet V with full English. So hold on to that. Again, they've said this multiple times. It works like Digimon Vital Bracelets. That's not a good question. That's not a good answer. Will it contain the same features as the V, or work? So right away, we already have two conflicting answers from the same guy. I assume it's the same guy answering all these. There might be multiple, but this one says it works like Vital Bracelets. This one says it works like Vital Bracelet V. Maybe they don't know specifically what the Digivice V is. Again, these people aren't necessarily the ones with all the answers. They're just doing their best. This ain't their fault. Why are the DIMs locked to only one Vital Hero? You said this is based on the Vital Bracelet V. There should be 3 watch lock. And then here it says a DIM card can be used on a max of 3 Vital Bracelet V, or Digivice, Vital Bracelet, Digivice V, or Vital Hero devices. However, you can't link the same DIM with 2 Vital Bracelet devices. Like, what? That's almost like them saying that you can use it with a Vital Bracelet, a Digivice V, and a Vital Hero. Like the 3 separate devices, those different device classes. But you can't use it with multiple these guys. So again, it really looks like they're saying that DIMs can be used on multiple Vital Hero devices here. Like, that's what it sounds like to me. Difference between blue and black colors, if it's just a color, the only different colors, that's correct. That's the only difference. Other than, of course, the pack-in DIM card. I've already synced the Japanese Vital Bracelet with the app. Do I need to reset state? Wait, to sync the Japanese? No, you can use multiple Vital Bracelets with the app. Like, you don't have to worry about erasing any of that. If you have, like, 12 Vital Bracelets, they can all sync with the same app. There's not an issue with that. Do I need a phone or Wi-Fi to this work? So technically, no, you don't. You definitely don't need Wi-Fi, and you technically don't need a phone, but phones do enhance the experience. Can you battle with this? while using the Vital Bracelet V from P Bandai. Yes, okay, so versus them should be cross-compatible. That would make sense. That checks out. Digimon won't sleep on their own, which is a feature of the Digivice V. You have to set it sleep and wake up. That, so far, is accurate compared to other sources. Only difference is color. The red color will soon be available on Amazon. Really? Because Walmart definitely says it's an exclusive. So I don't know how to take that one, but we'll see. We'll see how that pans out. Will the Digivice V Japanese version be able to read the English? Yes. DIMS, cross-compatible. Final answer. DIMS are cross-compatible. Is this waterproof? Water resistant, not waterproof. What? This. I don't know whether to believe this or not. I don't know if it's rated for water resistance. There might be like a database of IP ratings I should look at into, but for right now, I'm just not certain about that. It's hard for me to take that seriously when neither the Vital Bracelet nor the Digivice V were water resistant in any way. It's possible they may have added it for this version, but if it's like the same kind of a layout, you know, it's got like the micro USB port with the little flap over it, and the actually wait, does it have a flap? Yeah, it's got a flap. If it's got that same thing and it's got the little DIM card slot, those are pretty easy places for water to get into, and would lead me to believe that they're not water resistant. Apart from, you know, the other possible entry points. So don't know. I'm not sure whether I want to take that seriously or not. I would still say keep it away from water just to be safe. Has this one improved the Vital Read function so it reads darker skin tones better? It should work fine on this Vital Hero device. Again, remains to be seen, but if it uses whether or not it's a problem will really depend on what the logic is inside the device, because the Digivice V technically also sucks at reading heart rate, but still is fine to play with because it changes the way that it detects you. So yeah, so those are all the questions on Amazon, and again, I'm not sure with some of them whether or not to believe them, because if we as we move on here, we'll see some conflicting things, so just keep that in mind. So as for what we're looking at here, this is sorry, it took me by surprise. I knew it was coming and it still was like, whoa, that's just a lot. This is a sensory overload here. Vital Hero website, it's up. You can go look at a website of this. And I will say, I'm honestly impressed because this is a lot of information for this website. The other Digital Monster version 20th and Digital Monster X devices, those didn't get any kind of special treatment like this, especially since those were like retro devices. Those were being sold to mostly older fans and maybe kids who just were like, I want to try that, but they're really like advertising this so far. Like they're putting a lot of effort into this. They have some videos that are like super high effort, better than anything they've done for the other devices, especially if you watched on Twitter my Digimon Digivice video that Amazon has, which was definitely like an auto-generated ad. It was weird. But yeah, this is they put a lot of effort into this, which is honestly refreshing. I'm happy to see them actually care about a Digimon product this much. It does say available now here though, just as a heads up. I think that means available to pre-order now, not purchase and own, because we already know that's not the case. You can't purchase and own it right now. So yeah, it's pretty neat to see. Whole bunch of stuff in here, lots of videos. They even have like a whole video for how to like set up your device, that's great. Like this is honestly great. This is a fantastic website. You know, again, kind of flashy, a little bit more flashy than I would like normally, but definitely a big step up. Not available at all NFCs. It's true though, you can't use non-powered NFCs to activate battles. But yeah, so yeah, videos. I'm not going to play the videos because Bandai has struck me before for playing their videos, but yeah. We also see right here, the battle app. This is actually the first time we've ever seen the battle app is on this website. And that hasn't been released yet, of course. It says right there, coming fall 2022. That's not only for the Vital Hero, but for the Vital Bracelets of all varieties at some point very soon. We'll be able to do 2v2 battles in real time. Before, we can just kind of battle ghosts of each other's Digimon, but as announced at Digimon Con back in February, this feature would be coming. We didn't know about the 2v2 part until very recently, but yeah, here it is. So you got tag battles. It's going to be real time, and I don't know what else to tell you about it, but yeah, there it is. Pretty cool. So moving on, you see at the top here, we have a link for instructions, and this is where some weird information starts coming in. And we could, again, they previously said based on the Digivice V. However, they talk about how vitals are calculated here, and the calculations they're using are the calculations for the Vital Bracelet, the original Vital Bracelet, which, as you may or may not be aware, those calculations made me hate that device and not use it. So I severely hope that this is a mistake, but it might not be because this is in the actual instruction manual. And generally speaking, what's in the instruction manual is mostly correct. Again, they've made mistakes here and there. They did, after all, release the Digital Monster X2 with swapped rosters, so even the final device may not be correct in the long run. But I'm inclined to believe the instruction manual over all other sources. And this one does say that, yeah, if you aren't wearing it, it'll go down by 50 points for every 5 minutes that you're not wearing the device. And that's, yeah, not great. It determines if it's not worn if the number of miles gained is 30 or less after 3 minutes. For comparison, the Digivice V only checks for 1 mile every 3 minutes. So that's how harsh this is compared to that. It's a very big difference. And it also, I don't think the Digivice V even cares about the heartbeat whatsoever. So if that's what I was talking about, it may not matter as far as the heart rate sensor for the Digivice V, but for this, it might. Yeah, that's a bit worrying. I really hope that this is an error of some kind, like they were just copying this manual and from the original Vital Bracelet and just accidentally copied this over instead of information from the Digivice V, but yeah, not sure. We also see here another discrepancy. So the guy answering, or whoever it was, multiple people possibly, over at Amazon, they had mentioned several different things about whether or not you can use DIMMs in multiple devices, but here it does say that once used, the DIMM cannot be used on other Vital Hero devices, which is a big bummer because the Digivice V allowed for up to 3 sharing, and especially since this is going to be the type of thing where kids are going to want to share it with each other. You know, the family will have, you have 2 kids each with their own Vital Bracelet, and both kids will want to use the same DIMM card. They'll both want to raise Marine Chimeramon, because who doesn't want to raise Marine Chimeramon? I always want to. But they better not be able to swap their Infinite Tide DIMM with each other, which would be really dumb if that was the case. I said it was really dumb at the beginning, and it's always been really dumb. Even limiting it to 3 is really dumb, and that is why Bandai finally listened to everyone and changed it to just no limit on the Vital Bracelet B, which again, if you're watching this video, you should probably buy the Vital Bracelet B instead of the Vital Hero Digimon. So that's a concern. Again, another case where I just hope that they copied it from the wrong location, because yeah, that would be a big bummer. But here's the thing that is from the Digivice V that is confirmed. Actually, 2 things here. So the first thing is the menu items there at the top. Those, the status, Digimon, mission, storage, log link. They're all written. In the original Vital Bracelet, they didn't have writing underneath them, whereas in the Digivice V, they did. So that is from the Digivice V, and the sleep mode is from the Digivice V. The Digimon will not sleep on its own, and to make it sleep, you have to hold down the buttons, both of them at the same time, and to wake it up, you do the same thing. So that's directly from the Digivice V. They did confirm sleep mode by name previously as well. So yeah, super confirmed. It definitely has sleep mode, and yeah, that's the Vital Hero as it stands. And I basically, here's my thought on it, is that if you're looking to get a Vital Hero and your decision is at all based on whether or not it's based on the original Vital Bracelet or the Digivice V and any of their features, just wait. Don't buy this yet. Wait until it's come out. At the very least, I've already pre-ordered one. And I'm not saying that because I wanted to secure one. I'm saying that because I'm pre-ordering it because that's what I do, right? I get these devices, I review them, I tell you everything I know about them. And that's going to happen here too. So if you're having hesitations about this because you don't know which device it's based on, I will put out a full review on this when it does come out and tell you exact answers to all of these questions. And yeah, so if you're worried, just wait. And if you, again, just buy the Vital Bracelet B as well. That's better than this, no matter what way you slice it. I think, I don't want to knock the Vital Hero because I do like the fact that it's being localized. I like the fact that more people are going to be able to get this and get into Digimon just from seeing this on store shelves. That's fantastic. That is absolutely a great thing. But for hardcore fans, this isn't the option for you. The Vital Hero is not the option for you. Get the Vital Bracelet B. If you're like, well, it's too expensive, just wait a few months. It's not going anywhere. It's a retail device. Where if you're like, I can't afford shipping, again, just wait. Save up the money a little bit more. You'll be more happy about it to have waited than to have jumped on a product that is going to not be as fun as the other one. So just wait. Watch the reviews if you really want one. At the very least, you can at least get DIMM cards in English over here and use them on Japanese devices. So That's great. I say over here as if all of you are watching are in the United States. That's definitely not the case. So I think that's the last bit there. So I guess this is a fantastic slide to leave it on. So yeah, a lot of information out there, a lot of unknowns still on both devices, honestly. At the very least, we know that the Vital Bracelet B will be a across-the-board improvement on the Digivice V, so no questions. That's the device to go for. You may be wondering if you'd want to upgrade if you already have one of those devices, and this early on, I can say that if you have the original Vital Bracelet, then I think that upgrade may be worth it. If you have the Digivice V, maybe not. Maybe just wait unless you see a feature you really, really like and want to have, then sure. But if you're enjoying your Digivice V a lot already, then might not be worth the upgrade just yet. Either way, lots more details to come out. Just a lot of waiting. And as you know, as those details do come out, I will be continuing to do updates. You can expect me to have coverage at the end of July for all the stuff happening then. That's probably the next time we can expect to see any kind of major news. Knock on wood, I need a nap because there's just been too much to talk about recently. This is not my full-time job. I'm tired. So that is going to be it for today. I'm going to go to bed, and I hope all of you have a wonderful weekend, and I will talk to you next time. Bye.